I was really young, just going to community college. I was still in my shell. I didn't really have a group of friends outside of high school. You know, it was me moving to Gainesville, and so I didn't really know a whole lot of people. I was still really shy, and I remember I had this biology class. One of our assignments was we had to do presentations on biomes, you know, like different ecological systems. The teacher was assigning this project, and she said, be creative. And that really stuck out to me. And I was like, oh, this is an opportunity for me to stand out. So I think she gave us a week to study up for this and to get ready to present. And I was really thinking about it, just like, what am I gonna do that's like different and original? And I wanna really like make an impression on people. And so I'm going through all this stuff. I go through my clothes and I find that I wanna do a costume. I wanna wear a costume. I found this robe that like Hugh Hefner would wear that I had for like Halloween or something. I decided I wanted to do like a fireplace story where I wanted to describe the biome as like I was sitting in front of a fireplace with like a glass of scotch and a pipe, and I was like describing this ecological system. And by the way, my biome was the tundra, so I had to study up on the tundra and the flora and fauna of the tundra. And I started writing in a sense like I was telling a story. Like the tundra was a person, and like I would describe it like, here's how their temperature, and here's what like they live with, and the animals that live with them and stuff like that. It took the whole week to get this down, and I had the talk and the demeanor and the posture. I was ready. And I remember it was the day of. I was a little nervous, but I was like excited because, you know, I had this really cool idea. I was like, dude, no one's gonna think of this. This is gonna knock them out. And I was right in a sense. The day of, I had my backpack, it had my robe and everything in it. And, you know, so she starts calling on people to go up and do their presentation. So the first person goes, and there's nothing. It's just them, and they just start reading from this piece of paper, and it's them describing like the desert or something arid. And I'm like, okay, so they're boring, whatever, that's cool. Next person comes up, same thing. It's just them reading from a piece of paper, and it's very boring and very plain, and it's done. And she's like, oh, thank you, that was great, blah, blah, blah. I'm like, oh man. So I'm a little nervous. It takes about like 10 more people before I realize, oh crap, I might be the only person that's gonna be actually doing something. And so I start like panicking around the 15th person that just reads normally. And there's about 30 people in the room. So I just refuse to go until the very end. And I'm sweating, I'm shaking, I'm so nervous about this because I'm like, I'm the only person who's gonna do this. I'm gonna be a freak, like what the heck am I doing? So I'm like, can I just, you know, I thought maybe I can just read it, but I'm like, I wrote it so specific to a character that I don't have time to pick it out and make it sound boring and dry. So I like decided, okay, I'm just gonna do it and get it over with. She calls on me, I leave the room. People just see me leave the room so I can change into the robe, and I come back in the room wearing this robe, this Hugh Hefner robe. People start chuckling, and I'm just like super nervous. I'm like probably red. I feel my face being all hot. And I'm so nervous that I can't, my voice is shaking. I lost character. It's just me shaking, like trying to read from my book, like a story time book, completely nervous, out of my bones. People are dead silent. It's so bad. I just crash and burn. And then when I'm done, there's like the slow clap, like the, oh, okay, like, great job. And so like there was that eerie silence. I just leave the room, take off the robe, whatever. I come back in, there's that like kind of like moment of of just like pure embarrassment. I think that's probably the biggest moment of embarrassment in my life. It took that moment to make me realize that if I did that confidently, I think it would have been a hit. It was like a couple weeks after that disaster that I wanted to get into theater and maybe like build up some confidence. Okay, so I got embarrassed in class. Some people be like, big deal, but I don't think I would be in front of this camera right now if, you know, I didn't take that step. So I don't know. I think it takes embarrassing moments to make a change, to open your eyes and I don't know, take a different step forward, open another door and see, I don't know, like just to see what other possibilities are out there, you know?